Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with STEAUA Bucharest. And today we have a must-win game in our Champions League group. We take on Hoffenheim at home, and if we want any chance of finishing third in this group and getting into the Europa League knockouts, we have to beat them. If we lose or if we draw, we are bottom of the group and our European run is over for the season. We need to beat them, and we need to beat them by 2 to qualify for the knockout stages of the Europa League to move to the Europa League 4th place, and we are out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hoffenheim at home. We've got a few games from off camera to go through, including the away games against Barcelona and Liverpool. And we'll see if we can stay in Europe this season. Because if we don't win this game, then our European run is over until next season. As always, if you're enjoying this series, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's see if we can beat Hoffenheim. We have done before, a couple of seasons ago. We did beat them in the Europa Conference League. But they seem to have improved since then. Either that or we just got lucky. I'm not quite sure. So last episode was okay. We beat FCSB 4-1 at the Arena Națională. That was the second time that I played that game because we had a crash about halfway through. The first time, we were 1-0 up at that point, but we won this one 4-1, very happy. And then we took on Barcelona at home, lost 3-0. We did get to half-time without conceding, but Haaland, Foden and Cherki with second half goals to give them the 3-0 win. So this is how the group looks at the moment. You can see that we've lost 5 games out of 5 and conceded 17 goals, scoring 2. But Hoffenheim lost both games against both Liverpool and Barcelona, so they sit on 3 points. And if we can beat them today and beat them by 2, then we will be through to the Europa League knockout stages via that 3rd place finish. But as I said, we have got a few games from off camera to go through, 8 in total, including the games against Liverpool and Barcelona away and a couple of cup games. So let's see what happened in those. Corner here for STEAUA with Negoescu, and Luhan wins the header and gets his first goal for the club. 34th minute of the game, Luhan opens his STEAUA account and it's 1-0. Stepanek does well to win the header. Here's Sanogo to Nitsa, and he's still got it. And can he find someone in the box? Can he put a cross in there? He can for Popovici, who fires home from close range to equalise for Viitorul. Nedalea. Good ball for Negoescu, who has got Zubale in support, but goes for the cross. And it's Ngoran who wins the header to give STEAUA the lead once again. 17 minutes on the clock, 20 to go. So Ngoran puts them back in front. Claudio Negoescu has been brought down by Anderson, and the referee is going to give a penalty to STEAUA here with just 2 minutes to go. And it is Alexis Luhan who has stepped up to maybe score a second goal of the game on the 89th minute, and he does so to make it 3-1 with a minute to go. Luhan gets a couple of goals and his first 2 for the club. Simeon to Martina. Razvan Simeon through to Anise Ora. How on earth has he missed that? Well, this is a poor performance by STEAUA that's taken all the way to a shootout. Gabriel Toma does convert his penalty though. And it's Balea next for Lipova. It is saved, and STEAUA are through to the next round. Throw in for CRAIOVA. It's Hajduk here. And he's managed to get a cross away, and it's Bara from close range. Beats the keeper to the ball, but gives CRAIOVA a 1-0 lead. Not really how I expected this to go. Nedalea. Costanza. And Negoescu manages to squeeze it in from the angle, and in the 50th minute, STEAUA have finally equalised. It's been a long time coming though. Costanza with a throw here. Here's Negoescu. Raras Nadalea has a go, and it's diverted in by Ngoran, and STEAUA have come from behind to lead in the 70th minute. Sergeant Ngoran diverts the ball in from Nedalea's effort. Iranzo to Nedalea. Here's Din. And a big clearance by Michelade, and Bara is home and dry. He just got the goalkeeper to beat, and can he do it? He can! And CRAIOVA equalise in the 74th minute. Paul Bara with his second of the game, I think. Nedalea. That's a great ball for Filip Lukic, who's lifted the ball over the keeper. It's gone in off the bar, and STEAUA lead 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. Will that be enough? Free kick here for STEAUA inside the D with Martina. And would you know it, they're leading Barcelona at Camp Nou. 15 minutes and STEAUA are in front. This could be huge. Here's Ben White. And this is literally from the kickoff, from our goal. Here's Aguado. And it's in. And that lead lasted less than a minute. Aguado makes it 1-1. Joe Gomez to White. Locatelli to Yusuf Demir on this right-hand side. He's got support in Joe Gomez, but he's got himself in Erling Haaland. Manages to give Barcelona the 2-1 lead in the 25th minute. Joe Gomez. And a ball up for Phil Foden. Great control with the chest and pokes it in. 80th minute. Barca 3-1 up now. Demiral with the long ball. Aguado to Foden. Phil Foden making this run down the right flank. He's past Poloni with ease and he's still got the ball here. And Phil Foden has just capped off the win with a remarkable individual goal. And it's 4-1. Here's Simeon. Din. Poloni. Mahaxi. And it's 1-0. And finally, Gabor Mahaxi has his first goal for Steaua. 22 minutes, it's 1-0 in this cup tie. And it's Aura to Din. Aura with it back again here, and Cosmin Din gets it back from Aura. They're exchanging the ball well. Here's Rodriguez, his first appearance in a Steaua shirt. That's a good cross, and it's Mahaxi, and it's Aura who fires it into the open goal and doubles the lead with half an hour gone. Aura has certainly been involved today. Here's Martina to Poloni. Simeon. And here's Aura. Can he add himself another goal? He's got one already today. Martina to Simeon, and Mahaxi has a second, and that is 3-0 with 3 minutes gone in the first half. Not a good goal kick there by Zivanovic, and it's Mendes now on the attack for Liverpool on this left-hand side, and it puts the cross in, and Jadon Sancho inside the 6-yard box makes it 1-0 in the 19th minute, and what could be a long night here for Steaua. Free kick with Sancho, and Tapia with a bullet header, and the keeper has not done well there again, and it's 2-0, 24th minute. Still got it as the carry on. And Lucev through. And Lucev makes it 35 minutes. And not even at half time yet. It couldn't come quickly enough for Andy and Steaua. Nuno Mendes with the throw. It's Jadon Sancho. It's Tongia. And he's fired that in for a fourth. 58 minutes. How many more is there going to be here for Liverpool? Absolutely dominated the game. Aranzo heads it away, but only as far as Declan Rice. And here's carry on, and it's Antonio, and that's a fine finish to get a fifth for Liverpool, and that is 5 minutes to go. Hopefully that'll be it. Nedalea to Zubale. Nedalea finds Cosmin Din, and Din gets himself a goal. The form hasn't quite been there this season, but Cosmin Din's popping up some goals. That's his fifth of the season inside 8 minutes. Gabriel Toma with the ball down this left flank here. He's playing a bit further out wide than he's used to today. Negoiska with a shot is blocked, and Lukic bundles in the rebound. 12th minute in, it's 2-0 Steaua. Zubale with the throw. Here's Claudio Negoiscu. Here's Martina. And Negoiscu with it back again, and he finds the net, and he finds a third inside half an hour. Could be a long day here for Kindia. Here's Nedalea to Zubale. And Zubale with the cross, it's missed by Berlui, and Gabriel Toma has his first goal of the season. Inside 6 minutes, it's 1-0. Iranzo, and it's Negoiscu now to Nedalea. And that's a great ball for Martina, who fires in at keeper's near post, and we've barely played 10 minutes, it's 2-0. Ngoran back heels it to Martina. They're just showing off now, Steaua. And Negoiscu with their header, and it's 26 minutes, it's 3-0. Astra just could not wait for half-time. So we did actually win that last match 4-0. Andre Baptista got a goal in the 92nd minute, but for some reason there's no actual footage of the goal. The data shows a fourth goal. Here it is. But for some reason, when you actually go to watch the highlight, you can't see it. It doesn't exist in the actual timeline of the match. So I don't know what the deal is there, but we did win that match 4-0. We led against Barcelona for about 50 seconds. I'll take it. Anything else important that happened? Checho Rodriguez made his debut in a cup game. He played pretty well, actually. 17-year-old left back made his first appearance of the season, and yeah, it was a good one. In transfer news, we have signed Pavlo Luchenko, who is a free agent that last played for Desna in Ukraine. He's 20, he's a central attack midfielder, great first touch and technique, good flair, good vision, doesn't look too bad, and he was free, and he's costing us very little money. So yeah, not a bad deal, and we'll see how he develops. So 2 wins in the league mean that we have kept our unbeaten run, and we sit top of the table by 4 points with 11 wins and 2 draws. And our unbeaten run in the league is, I think, now at 25. I think it's 25 unbeaten now. But today we've got Champions League action against Hoffenheim at home. We'll have to see if we can win. We need to win if we want to stay in Europe this season. This is a side that played against ASTRA GIURGIU. I think we will keep it more or less the same. Although Bucuresti is in need of a rest. When is our next game after this? It is on the Tuesday against Cluj. I think we will leave Bucuresti out today and go with Manalake alongside Iranzo. We'll bring Pavelka back in at left midfield. He's back in the team now after injury. So I think this is what we will go with. We've got options on the bench. Needs to be a win, this one, really. Well, it does. No, really about it. This needs to be a win. I think we'll start on balanced just to see how it goes. And we'll keep all this the same. We know we can beat these guys. We've done it before. What I will show you, we did actually set up a second system which we might be able to play against bigger oppositions like Barca and Liverpool. I don't see us getting points from teams like that, like not for a little while. But if we do come up against a side that, you know, maybe seen is better than us, then I do need to try and work out what we need to do for a second system. At the moment, it's this. We'll just set up a bit more defensive. So you've got defensive midfielder, who in that game was Poloni. Yeah, we just need to work out how we're going to set up against bigger sides that we come across in Europe. Because, of course, if we do manage to win this game and finish third, we're going to be in the Europa League knockout stages. And we're going to come up against some big teams and some good teams. So I would like to actually give ourselves a chance of maybe getting some results against those teams. So we need to try and set up an alternative system that we can use in games like that. But this game against Hoffenheim is a must-win game. We have to win this game by 2 goals if we want to finish third in our Champions League group. If we fail to win, we will be bottom and there'll be no more European football this season. So it needs to be a win from our perspective if we want to stay in Europe this year. Let's see how things go. There was a well-won tackle there by Zubale, and here's Martina. And there might be a chance for us to actually get a lead here. It's Lukic. He's through. And he makes it 1-0 inside 8 minutes. Filip Lukic with a 19th of the season as giving us a chance here. It's 1-0 against Hoffenheim. And if we win, we're still in Europe. I think if we win 1-0, it won't be enough because Hoffenheim have scored more goals. Our goal difference will be the same, but Hoffenheim has scored more goals than us. And 11 minutes in, there's a corner for us. And it's headed away by Jonas. Nagorski with it back again here. A chance to put it in again. Or go himself. He does go himself, but just the wrong side of the post. Just going to bump it up to positive because we are having, you know, a bit more possession than them. We've had 4 shots to their 1. Hopefully we can kick on and continue to win this game. Before this, we were on 0 points. Nedalea has just doubled the lead. 39th minute, Nedalea, only his 2nd of the season. Before this, we were sitting on 0 points. We conceded 17 goals in 5 games, and we're beating Hoffenheim 2-0 now at home. The away game against Hoffenheim, I think we were a bit unlucky. We conceded an own goal, and I think we were unlucky to lose it. A draw would have been fair. So I'm hoping we can win this and stay third in the group and finish third. But that was a good first half. We didn't see a lot of highlights, but the ones that we did resulted in goals. So I'm happy with that. Let's just, as soon as we can, have a look at the table and just see if this does confirm that we will finish third if we win. And if we continue to win, then we will hopefully be third. Let's see. Nedalea with the ball here early in the second half. It's Zubale. Like I said, we know we can beat these guys. And Lukic, I don't think that's going to count. I think he was offside. Yeah, that was disallowed. I was expecting that. So yeah, the win will confirm that we'll finish third. Liverpool look like they're going to be on maximum points. They're leading Barcelona. They're leading Barcelona 2-1 at Nou Camp. Going to make my first change with 20 minutes to go. It's going to be a very simple like-for-like change in midfield. Toma on for Kosmindin. 77 minutes. We're going to bring on Simeon for Nedalea. And we're going to make our last change as well. Why not? Costanza's going to replace Zubale. And Costanza's not been very happy that he hasn't played as much as he should. He's 31 now. He has got, you know, a good while left on his deal, but I think we need to look at Zubale being first choice and Costanza being backup just because of the age difference. Zubale's got so much more to offer in terms of the future, and that's full time. It's 2-0. I don't think there were that many highlights, to be honest. I think the second half, the only highlight was that one very early on. And we won 2-0. We've done the job, and that sends us through to the Europa League. So Hoffenheim finished 4th. They are out of Europe. And we've done enough to stay in Europe. There it is. There's the proof. And Liverpool actually, in the end, did get pulled back. And Barcelona equalised in the 75th minute. So Liverpool win the group with 16 points. Barcelona 2nd on 13. And the win at home against Hoffenheim means that we finish 3rd and move into the Europa League. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay, so let's see who's going to be joining us in the Europa League then. Partizan Belgrade finished 3rd. Monaco, Hertha, who are multiple-time winners of the Europa League. Galatasaray, Inter Milan, Porto, ourselves, and Tottenham are all going to be in the Europa League. We'll be joined in the knockout draw by the teams that finished 2nd in the Europa League groups. So that's going to be Feyenoord, Mönchengladbach, Roma, Genk, Copenhagen, Wolfsburg, Arsenal, and PSV Eindhoven. There's some sides there I want to avoid. There's some sides there that I feel like we can beat. We've beaten Genk before, I think. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of another team. I don't know when we get a draw for those Europa League knockout rounds. It's probably not for a little while. The first knockout round draw is on the 17th. So we'll actually skip ahead to that and see who we're going to get. Because it's the day before the Cluj game. So we can move to that day on the 17th and see who we're going to be drawn against. I think we did exactly what we were set out to do in that group. You know, like I said, Barcelona and Liverpool were going to be free hits. And we led against Barcelona for about a minute, which I will take. It was those games against Hoffenheim that we really couldn't afford to slip up, and beating them at home meant that we went through to the Europa League and they didn't. So I think we did exactly what we set out to do there. I think we were lucky to lose the game away from home in Germany, but that home win really sealed it for us. Oh, we have also got our youth intake preview. Now, I've noticed the past couple of seasons our youth intakes haven't been as good as they have been, but I think part of that's because the improvements made to our squad. I feel like because our squad is better, the players that are coming in our youth intake aren't as good relative to those players. So I think they might still be the same sort of level, but because we've improved the first team squad, the youth players don't look as good. But it looks like we might get another good youth intake. There's certainly more pros than cons. So hopefully we will see some good players come through. But we are here for the Europa League first knockout draw. So there's no seeds here, so anyone could face anyone. Who do we want to avoid? We want to avoid Hertha because they've won this competition, I think, 3 times in a row. Yeah, 3 times in a row, so we want to avoid them. Arsenal, I think we should be avoiding. Roma and Spurs. We faced Spurs before in the Europa League. I think they beat us 5-0. Troy Parrott was very good, I remember. And Son was still playing for them as well. So, yeah, want to avoid Spurs. Let's just go automatic draw, and let's see who we're going to be facing in the Europa League first knockout draw. Galatasaray, the first team out of the hat, and they draw Feyenoord. Porto have a home draw for the first leg. They get Roma. That's a good tie. That's a good game. Partizan Belgrade. We faced them before. They get Fenerbahce. Monaco are at home for their first leg. They get Copenhagen. Okay, halfway through the draw. We haven't come out yet. Inter get Wolfsburg. There's a couple of English sides left here. We've got a home draw for our first leg. We've got Genk. That's probably the best case scenario there. We can win that. We can absolutely win that. Spurs get PSV, Hertha get Arsenal. Genk is a nice draw. Have we faced these guys before? So that's going to be played at the end of February. Let me just check. Have we faced these guys before? No, we haven't. I must be thinking of someone else. But this is a side that I really feel like we can beat. They were finished second last season. That was after a win the season before that. I really feel like we can beat these guys. Do they have any notable players? Doesn't look like it. We can absolutely beat these guys and get through to the next round. I'm confident of that. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so we've got a bunch of games to get through before we get to Genk. So what I think we'll do is we'll play probably up to Yashi or maybe to a Rad off camera. So we'll have probably about 7 or 8 games off camera to get through, which I should be able to do. We'll play one of those 2 league games at the start of February, and then the video after that will have both legs against KRC Genk for the Europa League, and then see how the Europa League knockout stages go. First time we're going to be in the knockouts of the Europa League. We were in the groups a little while ago, but didn't manage to get through them. We finished 3rd, and that got us through to the Europa Conference League. So hopefully the Europa League knockout stages go well. I'm confident of beating Genk. I'm confident of knocking them out, so hopefully we can do that. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We've done well there to beat Hoffenheim, and we did exactly what we set out to do from the group, so I'm happy with that. We're in the Europa League. Now let's see how that goes. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.